Am I good enough? I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I can do this. I feel stupid. Am I smart enough? This is what I mean when I say we are our own worst enemies when it comes to esteem. Because if we ask ourselves these questions, then we are already placing the doubt in ourselves. So we already don't believe in ourselves.
Low self-esteem is something that is so prevalent in our society today. I can't even explain it. Everywhere I look, there are triggers, not just for myself, but for everybody. We see things on social media, things in real life that may, put a little bit of a dent into our own self-esteem, and we might go on a deficit. So to talk about what low self-esteem is and how we can cope with it in our day-to-day lives, I have here Charlene from Riverdale Medical Center. She is the resident therapist here, and she's going to navigate us through this emotional turmoil of sorts that we're all dealing with on some level or another. So welcome, Charlene.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. As I have mentioned, we're talking about low self-esteem today, and I'd like you to explain to everybody what low self-esteem is, because I'm sure everybody has a different interpretation or internalization of it.
Simply put, low self-esteem is lack of confidence in yourself, feeling bad about yourself, not trusting yourself. Those manifestations can be in so many different formats. If you're not able to make a decision for yourself, you don't think that you're good enough, you have low self-esteem. Yeah. So it would manifest kind of like this, just for example. You've been given a task at work. Something very, very simple. Anybody can do it, or not everybody can do it, but your boss has trusted you to do it, and you're busy second guessing yourself. I can't do this. Am I good enough? Am I going to make a fool of myself? So when you look at it from that perspective, you could have low self-esteem.
So what are the causes of low self-esteem? Are there latent triggers in our lives? Is it hereditary sometimes? Is it just things that we can encounter? Do we develop it over time based on how life has been battering us?
First, you can develop it over time. It can be brought on by what you have been exposed to. How you think about yourself as well could be a possible cause of low self-esteem. What people say about you is a cause of low self-esteem. So people with low self-esteem are hypervigilant, they're hypersensitive, they're able to pick up the smallest detail of rejection. So for most people, what you generally just brush off and say, you don't know me, you don't have a right to say anything about me, you can't judge me. For somebody with low self-esteem, those are hard blows to the soul. You will question every single thing somebody says about you. You will not believe anything good about yourself. And unfortunately, with low self-esteem, we are our own worst enemies. Because everybody can say something. The world always has something to say. Good, bad, you name it, everybody has an opinion all the time. But when you come in and you ask yourself, am I good enough? And answer and say, I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I can do this. I feel stupid. Am I smart enough? This is what I mean when I say we are our own worst enemies when it comes to esteem. Because if we ask ourselves these questions, then we are already placing the doubt in ourselves. So we already don't believe in ourselves. And when society comes with their opinions and they tell us statements or share statements that would make us question our abilities, then it just heightens everything up.
Okay, so that is what low self-esteem looks like. Somebody who lets what the world is saying about them, what the world is doing to them, affect them on that level. They don't have a strong enough identity of themselves to fight back or to push through.
Yes.
Okay, so how do we cope with low self-esteem? How do we rise above low self-esteem? If I had low self-esteem and I was suffering from it, what tools or what exercises do you have that would help somebody get through that?
First, love yourself. Be self-compassionate. Every single person is unique in their own way. We're all unique. Be kind to yourself. Just because you may not be good at something, that doesn't mean you're not good at anything at all. All right? Learn to be confident in yourself. If you love yourself, then you love every aspect of you. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your goofiness, perhaps, or your serious side. Love everything about you. And don't take society so seriously. Everybody has an opinion. And where that opinion is coming from is not really based on you, but based on their own experiences, their own interpretation of the world. And you may not share that interpretation. But if you do keep on taking what they say to heart, then it will negatively affect you. It will negatively affect how you view yourself. So above all, love yourself, understand yourself, get to know who you are, and accept yourself as you are, good and bad.
Thank you so much. That's such good advice. And I love that you started with love yourself, because it's such a hard thing for people to do nowadays. I don't know when it started, but I feel like lately it's big. Everybody has this imposter syndrome. Everybody has this nagging self-doubt. So thank you so much for the reminder about loving ourselves and also being kind to ourselves, because there is a difference there. You might love yourself and be a narcissist, but you're not kind to yourself. You're still hard on yourself. So is there anything else you'd like to leave us with? Parting shot about low self-esteem and just how we can live a healthier life if we are in fact suffering from low self-esteem?
I would say, just to repeat myself, I guess, love yourself, okay? And understand that every opinion that we give as human beings is based on our own understanding of the world. So I may look at you and judge you without having insight on myself and not knowing who I am and what my goals are or what I stand for or what my morals are, project negativity onto you, and then just create a cycle. So to avoid this cycle, self-esteem is everyone, and it starts with you. Make sure you're okay, love yourself first, so that you're able to love your neighbor. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Charlene. That was a resident therapist here at Riverdale Medical Center talking to us about a low self-esteem. So yeah, let's put those tips into good use if we are suffering from low self-esteem. Love yourself. Thank you so much.